Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I've invented the 5-minute meeting. All right, Ashland City Council meeting of February 19th starts with the City Administrator's Report, and they're going to have a 5G study session in April, and the county denied some kind of property use on East Main. I think it was the sleepover for the homeless over on some church out there. And then the ad hoc SEEP committee's final report, and this one goes, when Chris said, I would like to thank A, B, C, D, all the alphabet and every group involved, and she's super proud of everything going on there. And then the first SEEP guy came up and said, I've been working on this important thing for 18 years. Take it. Second SEEP guy stood up and goes, and he made a huge list of all these things they were going to do, and all these other things they were going to do, and they wanted to maybe change the name because SEEP sounds like SEEP, and I think they just wrote a list to hand off to the next commission to start working on, and I think they're creating a brand new full-time commission instead of a committee, and then they're actually going to make 2 commissions, and they're just going to, this is a list, they made a list of things for the next commission to really get to work on, and everybody was like, oh, you guys are the best things. This is the best thing we've ever done. Maybe the best thing we've ever done. That passed. And then public forum. Public forum. Okay, this guy who hates deer sat there and said, deer are cougar bait, and it's just a matter of time before cougars eat people, and it's all the deer's fault, and so we got to start killing the deers. And then this super smart, handsome-looking guy spoke very convincingly that the new Ashland Canal will be a 20-foot kill zone where the salted earth will ne'er again produce a single living creature. He was very compelling. It was me. And then another cool guy came and said he thinks the Ashland Canal project is too expensive and the water numbers are BS and the canal's not a problem really anyway. And then a gray-haired lady said the hog farm is gross and so we should test the TID water at all times. And then a blonde lady who said she lives near the school and the new band camp is a real noise problem. So, shocker. They play all the time. It's madness. And then some nondescript guy came and said, we need more trailer parks and people should be nice in meetings. And then he said something else. And then the consent agenda. This one, she goes, she says, hey, there's this use of force policy we're picking up, police guy. What's up? Does this act seem like it's going to be fair and transparent and everything? And the chief said, yeah, it's pretty much going to be. And, there's some questions, I guess, but, it's a fair thing. Look, it's a whole county-wide deal. We either sign in or we don't sign in. And if we don't sign in, we're not part of the group. So we can't just change whatever we want. It's pretty good. And then this guy said something. I didn't pay attention. I didn't get it. And then we went approved. And then, where are we? Oh, the third vote on the Uber Lyft thing because the mayor, like a maniac, vetoed it last week. So the city lawyer read all 15 pages of the mayor's veto. It was torture. And then there was public comment. So surprise, taxi driver guy with a hat said, yeah, Uber and Lyft, they suck. And then taxi cab driver without a hat said, Uber and Lyft drivers are cheaters. And then shuttle company owner said, why do we changes to this ordinance? It's unsafe for our drivers and all drivers, and everyone's uninsured. And this guy goes, let's just vote. Let's not even talk about it. We already did this a million times. And they all voted 4-2, exactly like it was before, with this guy and with these two going, we don't believe it. We hate that. And then this guy goes, let's at least pass a deal so a year from now we'll all go check and see how this worked out. And then the 10 by 20 ordinance, 10% of all Ashland power has to come from renewables in 2020. And the city guy told us the whole history of this. Solar field over at Imperative property, which is across the freeway over there, and getting out of some power deal we have with the Bonneville Power Company. And then the mayor goes, yeah, we visited the power company. That was actually pretty cool. And then this one said, she goes, well, not her. Where did she go? And then this one said, how do we get out of this deal? And the city guy said, baby steps. We're going to do it like small, little pieces at a time. And then this one goes, we can generate 200 kilowatts of power, I'm pretty sure. And then this guy says, he goes, hey, this is tougher than you think. We got a business plan. We got to figure out the property and figure out how. There's a lot going on. You guys are just not that easy. And then they had the public forum, and for that, and then some old guy who he knew a lot about power rates and solar data and stuff, and he thinks if someone crunches the numbers, then we can figure this all out on our own. And then another older lady said, this is tough, but we are working smart and we should keep it up. And then some bald guy said, I think he does some engineering for some solar co-op or something, and we should build a 1 megawatt super machine, solar machine, whatever. And so they all agreed to expand the scope of trying to figure out how to solve this 10 by 20 get your renewables from somewhere else plan. And then the fence. Oh my gosh, the fence. The hippies are wrecking the house right next to the Pioneer parking lot. And for the last 2 years, he's been complaining to the city, and they're like, yeah, we're on board. And they haven't done anything. And so there's 3 plans. You could build a fence for 8 feet, and then they could add lights to scare off the hippies, and then we could plant pricker bushes to poke the hippies in the legs. And then this guy said, he goes, hey, how about a surveillance camera too? And the city guy goes, it's not illegal, but people are going to freak out, so we should do that. And then the guy from the house says, I've been working with the city for years. Gosh, I hope this works out. I mean, he was the most reasonable guy for this maniacal situation he's in. And then this guy, he was not that guy. This guy, he was like, look, we got to fix this today. That poor guy's been getting a shaft. And then the bookstore guy came in a little public testimony, and he said he lives down the way, he works down the way. He said Pioneer parking lot was a nightmare, I tell you. And then this local kid had a public, and he said, I used to hang out with the park, got kicked out of there. Used to then we go to the plaza, we got kicked out of there, which doesn't matter because the new plaza sucks. And then we went over to the Pioneer parking lot to hang out. We got kicked out of there, and we're out in front of that poor guy's bookstore, which is bad. We're getting kicked out of there. He goes, we're getting kicked around. No one's being we're not being considered. We're just being pushed around. It's BS. And then what happened then is that this guy said, I move that we build an 8-foot fence and just add some lighting to it. Let's get on it. And approved. And this guy goes, let's put it in the fast track. Look, come on, city, help this dude out. Let's not drag our feet. And then there's something about a sidewalk. Oh, they approved a sidewalk on the plaza. It was apparently a big deal. It seemed like they just put a sidewalk, but everyone was very excited about it. That passed, of course. And then Croman Mill District, an old lumber mill, in Tolman Creek Road and Mistletoe area, if you know that area, there's a memorandum of understanding, an MOU, where the city and the landowner are going to kind of spitball up ideas about utilities and streets and housing types and annex. And it's not going to cost any money because it's an MOU, a memorandum of understanding. So it's just a bunch of people just on board spending no money. That passed. And then Transportation Commission passed something. And then passed, and then a sleeping in your car, the church parking lot thing passed. They like that, and the Wildfire Mitigation Commission is now called the Wildlife Safety Commission because people don't know what the word mitigation means, and it's scary to them. So they changed it to safety. Boy, we're dumbing down, aren't we? But lucky us. End of meeting.